Today I'm going to share with you how I freeze avocados for salsa or just to enjoy later. Our local food bank has overages sometimes, and I will hand out what they have to neighbors and friends, and sometimes process things, dehydrate them, and take them back and share them with others. But avocados you can't really dehydrate because they have fats in them, and so you can freeze them, and I'm sharing with you how I do that today. First off, how to cut them. I thought everybody knew how to cut them, but my daughter didn't know how to cut them today, so I'll share with you. I just cut them in half. Then once you get them open, they look like that. Then you take a knife and you embed it in the pit, and then you just, twist the, not left-handed, you twist it sideways, and then it just pops out, and it's nice and clean. And if you're making salsa and you leave the pit in, it will keep the salsa from going brown, apparently. That's what I've heard. But anyway, it's just a tidbit. So then I like a little bit of cayenne pepper in mine just to give it a little bit of flavor, and salt and pepper. And they say if you eat an avocado and black pepper with something, it helps you absorb what you're eating it with. So, and I actually like the flavor, so I line a bunch of them up, and I put salt and pepper, cayenne, and a little bit of black pepper, and you can see about how much I put in. And then I squeeze for about 10 avocados lined up, 10 full avocados lined up. I'll take a wedge of lime, about that big, and squeeze it in. You can see the lime juice, and that will keep it from going brown. And then I scoop them out with a spoon. Like you can see on this one, you just put the spoon in, go all the way around it, and then scoop it out, and it will actually come out in a whole half, like that. You can see. And then I put them in zip baggies, and you can mush them like this, but then it gets in the seal sometimes, so I usually just take a fork, and will just take the fork and mash it down until it's thoroughly mushed, and then, which this isn't, but I'm just going quick. And then you would seal it, and I just go like this to get all the air out once it's smushed, and so it becomes long and thin, like these ones, and these ones are soft, you can see. And then I get all the air out of them, and I roll them into like little hot dog shapes. And then these ones are frozen. You can see they're frozen. They've been in the freezer. And look at the color. They're beautiful. You can't even tell really which ones. And the brown that you're seeing is cayenne on the inside of the bag. It's not. They're not brown. They're very, very nice and green still. And the less air that you get in there, the less brown they'll get. You can see a little bit where there was air. A little bit it did brown, but for the most part, if you get them bagged pretty quickly and in the freezer pretty quickly, they will actually stay nice and green. And then when you want some for a sandwich or something on a tuna or whatever, you can take the bag out and just you can put it in the fridge overnight, or you can just take it out and take a fork and start mushing it and leave it out for a few minutes, and it will thaw. And then you can use it for several. You could do, if you're going to do maybe a cup of guacamole, you could actually use more in one bag. I just put one in there because I like to eat one every day with my vitamins, to help me absorb the vitamins better. But if you were going to do like a large guacamole, I wouldn't go any larger than a regular size sandwich bag, because the more you put in the bag, the less quickly it freezes and the more chance it will have of being brown. And so I would just, there's one full avocado in these, and I could probably get 1.5 in these. But if I was going to do like a cup of guacamole, I would actually use a sandwich bag size. And then when you take them out to make a guacamole, you can either just dump some salsa right into the avocado and just stir it in, which is usually how I do it. If I'm going to just make, like I just had some earlier tonight, I just dumped some salsa in. Or you can add your fresh ingredients after you've frozen it. If you freeze the ingredients in, sometimes they'll get a little mushy if you have like peppers or onions. So I would wait until you take them out and you've thawed them before adding the fresh ingredients, so that it tastes like fresh salsa. And the lime juice gives it some good flavor, but it also keeps them from going brown. You can see I cut these only a few minutes ago, and they're already turning brown. But the ones that have the lemon on them are not turning brown. So if you don't like lime juice, you can try lemon juice, or you can buy some vitamin C powder, and you can dump a little teeny little bit of that in and mix that in, and that will also help it from browning. So those are some ways. So anyway, hope you enjoyed my, oh, and I have a blog where I'll take close-up pictures of what I'm doing and I share on there, and there's also other things that I freeze or dehydrate on there. And the blog is thesecretisgratitude.com.